Hey lovelies, it's Kate. Welcome back to another speed build. So it's update day, but this build doesn't have any platforms because I built this prior to the update, one day before the platform update came out. And when this video is released, the update is live already probably. So I just wanted to get this one out of the way. And funnily enough, here I used a method that might be totally different after the update. You can see how I build a hot tub inside the foundation, and this way it looks as if it's like on one level, like a sunken hot tub or something. The thing is, back then this was like super easy, and then as always a patch broke this method. This happens all the time. Whenever you come up with a smart trick in this game, you just have to wait for the next patch to break it unintentionally, but they just add something, they fix something, and then that's it. Some of you might remember the split level video that I did back then, which worked perfectly fine. Now it's not even needed anymore. Like I always said, if I ever come up with a fix, I'm going to make an updated version, and I never found a fix. Never. Because at some point it wasn't working because the roof was disappearing and I just couldn't figure anything out. I think it was impossible, or I don't know, I just couldn't find a fix. And now it's not even needed anymore because of the platform. So this is like perfect. We are going to have some proper split level homes. However, a patch broke this method back then, and the same happened to the hot tub method that I'm about to explain. So you simply had to remove a part of the foundation, and then you could place the hot tub at the bottom and your Sims were able to get in. That's it. But this isn't working anymore. A patch destroyed this method. So what you have to do now, or what I did here, I don't know what's going to happen after the patch, after the platform update, but what I did here was I also removed a part of the foundation and then placed my hot tub right in the center, and then I added some stairs, and that's the actual trick. I built a basement below, and then I used a get famous debug object. I placed the debug object inside the basement, then I pressed 9 to raise it, and this way it's covering the stairs so they aren't visible anymore, and it's not blocking your Sims path because I placed it in the basement, and this way it's technically located in the basement and it's not in your Sims way because you simply raised it up. This is how it works. If you would just place this object or any other object like this on the ground above the stairs, it wouldn't work. Believe me, I tried. So this is what I did here. You can also see that there's like there's something in the center, and you can see it's like glowing. This is the room below, and this is like a slight visual glitch, but it's not annoying, it's not flickering or anything, but this is the room below. So I can't wait to see what is going to be possible with the update. I'm recording the voiceover right now, and I think the update is going to be out in like 45 minutes. But as I said, I just wanted to finish this video before the update or right after the update, so you guys wouldn't be wondering, hey, what's going on? Where are the platforms? When I'm like releasing this one in 1 or 2 days or something. So I worked on this all day, and now I'm recording the voiceover finally, and I had a lot of fun to work on this. So I wanted to have a house that has, as always and most of the time, a really luxurious garden. I had so much fun landscaping. This is how I started this build, and the whole color scheme is different from my usual builds, I'd say. I used lots of green. I mean, for the landscaping, of course, there's always a lot of green, but the house has a green roof and green shutters, so the look is really different, and I really like how it turned out, and the landscaping was the most fun as always. I wanted to have a luxurious pool. Then I used the little trick for the whirlpool that is probably still going to work after the update. Let's hope so. Or maybe it's going to be easier, who knows. And then I wanted to have some round areas. As always, I used the round foundation piece with a fence attached to it. I made it small on both sides, and then I just attached it to this rectangular foundation piece, and I decided to use a base game hatch, and I placed this hatch all around my round foundation, and this way it just looks cute. I could have left it this way because I can just apply any foundation color and it looks good, but I just wanted to use lots of hedges and bushes and stuff, so it looks really beautiful. And the pool is also sitting on a foundation, and this foundation is only one step high. And this is important not only for foundations but also for the new platforms feature, because when you raise a foundation or a platform only one step, your Sims will be able to just walk on it. You don't need any stairs. The same goes for foundations. This was already confirmed in the Guru live stream a while ago, and this is exactly what I did here. I just raised the foundation ever so slightly, but eventually I still decided to add some stairs because I just enjoyed the look. And then I built a curved path. For this I also used a round foundation piece, or a lot of round foundation pieces. I used the one with a fence attached to it again, but a smaller version, and then I just built this wonderful path. There's a tutorial for this on my channel. I always link the tutorial playlist down below in the description box in case you are interested. And also, speaking of tutorials, I can't wait to just do some magic with the new platform tool. I think it's perfect to make a tutorial or guide with the new feature. So this is what I'm going to do, probably tomorrow. Also, tomorrow is my birthday. I just announced it here because why not? Yeah, it's my birthday tomorrow, and I think I'm going to spend a lot of time with the new platforms feature, and also tonight. And other than that, that's it. Like, I'm not really celebrating. I mean, because of the whole situation, you can't do anything. Usually, like, I just enjoy to go to a restaurant with my boyfriend, eating some sushi, going to the movies. This is like the type of birthday that I usually enjoy, like really chill, but still like going out and having some fun. That's not possible this year, so we are just going to eat some hamburgers, and we're going to make them ourselves, and then we will have some cake. We're going to watch some movies, and it feels like Halloween Part 2, but just not as many spooky movies. So it's basically the same, not a big difference. Just no spooky decoration, no spooky movies, but just hanging out, good food, watching movies, and that's it. And yeah, the platform feature, I'm going to play some Sims for sure, so that's it. It's like all in between my birthday. The pack is going to be out in a couple of days now, the update. Usually when this happens, like, it's really common for a pack to come out a couple of days after my birthday, I think, or right before my birthday. This was the case for cats and dogs, and I think Get Famous, but now the platform update just kind of came into the way. Otherwise, I would have just chilled tomorrow and it would be like, yeah, the pack is coming out and that's it. But now I'm just so hyped for the platform update that I definitely want to build tomorrow, and I just can't wait. And I bet it's going to be the same for a lot of you. Like tomorrow, as soon when we are all home and we all have time, we just have to build a lot. Tomorrow is platform day. And here I am building windows, including some shutters. So these shutters are from the base game, and so are the windows that oh, that's a lie. That's not true. I just remembered that I wanted to use a base game window, but the window in the center is from Discover University actually, but this totally works with the regular base game window. So if you are only using the base game, you could do that, but the shutters are base game, and from the inside you can see a window and then the shutter on the outside, which is why I used some huge curtains to kind of hide it because it looked weird. But here from the outside, I just wanted to have this look where I just have shutters right next to my window, and this is when I really decided to go for green. I used a green fence, which is from, I'm not even sure, Realm of Magic maybe, or Discover University, I have no idea, but this fence is beautiful. And oh no, Strangerville, I think. Could be wrong. Probably a Strangerville fence. Don't quote me on that. And then I decided to have a green roof. And the roofing is also different. A super weird shape, kind of. I built a room in the center at the very top. And then I built a roof on top. And then I just used half-gabled roofs on the story below. And I was running into a lot of problems with this roof again because I used a octagonal roof again, and this time I didn't want to give up because for my last build I did the same, but then I had to delete it because it just wouldn't disappear. Like I built the roof on the outside, but it was still visible on the inside even though the room was fully closed. And here the same happened, and I don't know, there seems to be some major glitch that I'm encountering with every build right now. And then I found a fix, but not really. Like, I'm going to explain this. I also tweeted about this. It is a fix, but it still annoyed me. So what I did was I built a room above the affected area. So you have your roof and then it's glitching into your room, and then you simply build a room above. And then I built the room, and then when I changed the height of my roof, it just disappeared and it was gone finally. I was then able to remove the room above without any issues. The roof was still gone, but then it kind of reappeared. So this wasn't like a permanent fix, and I think the reason was I changed something. I built a room on the inside and this changed it. So if you want to use this fix, then I would recommend to do it at the very end. So when you are completely done with your floor plan, you don't want to add any walls, or you don't want to remove any walls, then you can do that. So here in this case, I decided against this. I think it's a great fix, and it's really good that the fix exists. But at the same time, I think it's really annoying that the roof might reappear. And here in this case, I just used a wall to just kind of hide the roof, because I figured I'm going to upload this build to the gallery and then I'm going to furnish the room. Then some of you is going to change something, maybe the room size, and then the roof is just appearing and it's ruined. So I think it's not good to upload a build like this to the gallery like this way. So I just decided to not make it invisible, to just leave it the way it is. And then you will see I just used a wall to just kind of hide it, and that's it. Because, I don't know, a lot of you would have probably grabbed this from the gallery, then you make a change to the house, and then you have this horrible roof. So I think it's best to just leave it like this. And in the future, I'm just not going to touch these roofs anymore. No octagonal roofs for me anymore. You sometimes kind of plan a build around this. Like here, I definitely wanted to have this type of tower and this type of roof, and then this happens. Super annoying, so I'm just going to avoid them for a while. Maybe today's patch is going to fix it. I have no idea, but roofs are acting super weird, and I don't know why. Also, speaking of roofs, Snowy Escape is going to come out, and there was supposed to be a brand new roof trim in the pack. We saw it in the reviews of the Game Changers, but unfortunately this roof trim is not going to be included in the pack, and I have no idea why. They said it was like experimental, but I mean, I don't know, it seemed to work. I'm kind of sad about this. Like, I understand this, it has to work properly, but it seemed to work. I have no idea. So I just wanted to mention this. No new roof trim, and I don't know, maybe in the future. I'm just hopeful, because I think, would they really put so much time into this and develop a new roof trim and then it's like gone? Maybe this was like maybe they wanted to try something and then we will have some type of roof update. I don't know, just speculating. This is like wishful thinking and that's it. So here I'm working on the floor plan, and I decided to use a method that I also used for my last build. I removed parts of the walls, and then I built a fence, and then you can build spandrels on top. And then when you use the sledgehammer tool to remove the fence, the spandrel remains and it looks really beautiful. But I was running into some problems with this, so I couldn't add an exterior trim to this eventually. It seemed as if the room isn't fully closed. And by the way, this wasn't even the story with the roof glitch. So I don't know, it was like a weird issue. I couldn't add an exterior trim. I then used the room tool to go all around my build at the bottom. And then, even though it should then fully close it, like the light changed to outdoor light. I don't know, I have no idea what's going on with this game right now, but I then gave up. Eventually I just placed some walls there, and I used the journey to the doorway, which is huge. And I don't know, I just wanted to leave it this way, but super glitchy, super weird. I have no idea. And then I decided to go for a green kitchen. I built a green kitchen recently as well, if I recall correctly, but I just love this one so much. I just used lots of copper and I used a lot of details, and I wanted to have these tables. So I watched The Haunting of Bly Manor, as you guys know, and in this kitchen and in many old kitchens, they have like regular tables instead of kitchen counters, or additional tables, and they are as high as a kitchen counter. These probably have a name, but I have no idea, but they look like regular tables, and I wanted to have this kind of style, so I didn't want to place any kitchen counters over there, but these tables. And then I used some No CC gallery art by SimSationalToo again. I'm going to link them down below in the description box. Check out their gallery. The paintings are No CC, so they were painted by reference. Actually, a patch fixed this, but somehow they found a workaround, so these still aren't flagged as CC. I have no idea how they do it, but it works. So this is wonderful. So check them out, SimSationalToo. I'm going to put them in the description box, as I said, and they deserve all the love because I'm just blown away. And I used paintings which have some herbs on them, like really beautiful and perfect for a kitchen, and it's also like super rustic. And I used some like these bigger cabinets right next to the window, so I don't know, it just all came together so well. I love this kitchen so much. It's super huge, and at first I thought, okay, this room is so long, it's like this huge elongated room, and I had no idea how to furnish it, but then eventually it was just perfect. I think it was meant to be. I have my island counter in the center, then the way the windows are aligned, and my cabinets in between, and then I just added multiple curtains to each window. Like I created a combination of different curtains. As I said, I just wanted to hide the shutters a little bit. I mean, it looks nice, but I don't know, I just wish we had some just proper decorative shutters which aren't like visible from the inside like actual windows, just a shutter for the exterior. This would be wonderful. And for the lamps, I used some lamps from Journey to Batu, and I know not everyone is like super fond of this pack, but there are some hidden gems in this pack, like the lamps, a coffee table, the circular rug that I used on the exterior, and I just decided to use these lamps because I was going for this contrast between the green and some golden and copper tones, and this lamp was just perfect. I also used some different lamps on the walls, and here I also used some No CC gallery art again. And then at first I wanted to have this, like I wanted to have this bookshelf over there and my armchair, but then it just didn't look right. I don't know, it all wasn't really matching, so this is why I changed this a bit. I also used this rug at first, but I then decided that the color wasn't really looking that good. And I built my dining area right in front of the island counter. As I said, it was just meant to be. It was all aligning so perfectly. And here this coffee table is also from Journey to Batu, and eventually I ended up using these rugs. So I wanted to have this really rustic interior, but I also wanted to have some modern elements. So I don't know, I just wanted to go green because I have this green roof, and I just wanted to have green everywhere. Even though I had a green interior recently, this is like even greener. There's so much green going on. And then I built this living room, and I placed this fireplace in the center, which is from Parenthood. Then I placed a bookshelf on both sides, and then I connected them at the very top with a lamp. This is a wall lamp, and it's supposed to just illuminate a painting. And I think it can be found, I don't know, I think it's a career reward or something. I don't know, but I've all build sheets activated at all times. So for me, it's just in the wall lamp section area, whatever. But yeah, it's beautiful. And I have no idea to which pack it belongs. Get to work probably. This would make sense. And they placed a painting in the center. I just wanted to have this very unique fireplace area. So this is a combination of a formal living room and an office space. I built a proper office and another area, as you will see in a second, but I just wanted to use the space this way. And here we have a piano and this beautiful bar, which is from Vintage Glamour stuff, I think. And here you can see how I'm just giving up, and I'm changing this to the Journey to Batu doorway. And this is the office actually. So everything is super open. I just always basically build an open floor plan. This is just what I enjoy. So it's super open again, everything is connected, it's really spacious, it's really huge, again a really proper mansion. And as you already saw in the or earlier at some point, I built a separate building on the same lot, and this is going to be just a indoor pool. At first I had no idea what to build there, maybe a house for a butler again, but I did this so often recently, so I just felt like building an indoor pool, which is always good for a really luxurious mansion, I guess. And in the room in the back behind the TV, you can see all these windows, and at first I wanted to turn this into some type of sunroom, but there are so many areas where Sims can hang out and sit, so I turned this into a bathroom. So I used some curtains, and I used the huge curtains from Get Famous so for some privacy. As I always say, I know your Sims enjoy privacy, and I'm providing them with a lot of privacy. This is one of the bedrooms. Here I wanted to, I don't know, just use different colors so it's not super green. Just the hallway has these green walls. As I always like to say, bedrooms kind of represent the person who's like sleeping on the inside kind of. So they are all a bit different. I also included some kids' rooms and just, I think 5 bedrooms in total. Yeah, because I also wanted to use some of the space for enough bathrooms and all that. This is one of the kids' rooms, and I love how this turned out because of the sofa, which is the one from my first pet stuff. Also a perk that not everyone enjoys, but there's some great things. And when you overlap them like this, they are flickering. So I used the True mod, and I lowered one sofa by 0.01. So if you lower it, then it's not flickering, but you lower it ever so slightly, so you can't really see a height difference. So this is what I would recommend if you use the True mod and if you want to have a corner sofa like this. And this is another kid's room. This is even a bit more modern and not really that childlike, maybe for a teenager sim probably, or for any sim, but this isn't as childlike. I just said kids room, but technically this is like really modern, really simple. And this is the indoor pool for your Sims to enjoy when the weather isn't this good. It's just the perfect place to hang out. I also included a fireplace because I built a chimney on the outside just using a room. And when I do that, I most of the time really like to build a fireplace in the correct spot just so it's more realistic. I mean, there isn't a lot of realism in my builds mostly, but I really like to do this. I think it's like a cute idea to have a fireplace in front of the chimney that you've built. So this is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for some videos in the next days. There will be multiple videos, including some tutorials and guides for the brand new platform feature. So this will be fun. Of course, I'm also going to work on a brand new build with the new update. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for watching the last build without platforms, because you all know I'm going to use them all the time. I think we are all going to do that. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you are doing well. Also check out the community Discord in the description box if you haven't joined yet. It's a lot of fun over there, and I hope you have a perfect day. I hope I see you in the next video. Bye bye.